Welcome all to CE for Civil Engineering classes. So in this session, we'll see some objective questions in the hydrology and precipitation section from the introduction chapter. So it includes the introduction as well as the questions from precipitation forms. So to start with, we'll move on to the first question. First question is a science which deals with the measurement of water is called. So it is called as hydrometry. The science which deals with the measurement of water is what you call as the hydrometry, where hydrography is the science which deals with the measurements of depth of water bodies like oceans, etc. Hydrosphere, it is a part of the biosphere in which the water mass exists. That is combined or total quantity of water found on the earth is what you call as a hydrosphere. Now, hydraulics is a study of fluids, which can be the fluids at rest or in motion. Next question is a science which deals with the occurrence, distribution, and movement of water on the earth, below the earth, and in the atmosphere. So that is called as hydrology. So we'll see what other options are. The irrigation is defined as an artificial application of water to the plants to raise the crops in accordance with the crop requirements throughout the crop period. So it deals with the giving water to plants in accordance with the crop requirements. And hydrology is a science which deals with the circulation and the distribution, occurrence, etc. of the water on the earth, below the earth, and in the atmosphere. Now, next is a geology, which is a study of Earth's physical structure and substances, and archaeology deals with the study of human past using the material remains. The next question again, hydrology deals with. So we saw hydrology deals with the circulation, occurrence, movement of water on the Earth's surface, right? So it deals with all aspects of the water available on the Earth. So irrigation requirements, etc., is dealt with in the irrigation, and mechanics of motion of water is regarding the dynamics, and non-available water for plants is what you call as the hygroscopic water. So hydrology is a science which deals with occurrence, distribution, movement of water on the earth, below the earth's surface, and in the atmosphere. Again, the same questions. Science which deals with origin, distribution, properties, and circulation of water is what you call as the hydrology. So hydrometry, the first question we learned, it was the measurement of water, and hydrography was something which was dealing with the measurement of the water bodies. Then geology is a study of Earth's physical structure and substances. Now hydrographic survey deals with the mapping of. So it deals with the mapping of large water bodies. It is a topographical survey which deals with the mountainous regions, mapping, etc. And astronomical survey which deals with the measurement of the heavenly bodies. Then next is a limnology, is a science which deals with. Limnology is a science which deals with the study of lakes, whereas study of surface streams is dealt with in the surface hydrology. Then glaciers is dealt with in the glaciology, and rainfall, it is dealt with in the rainfall climatology, which is a part of the hydrology. Which is a simple equation, the hydrologic cycle expressed as. So hydrologic cycle is actually based on the water budget equation, which deals with the conservation of mass. That is, whole precipitation which is falling on the earth's surface is conserved. So it is given by whole the precipitation will be equal to the evaporation plus runoff. So it deals with the conservation of mass. Now, the next question is the fall of moisture from atmosphere to the earth's surface is any form. And that is what you call as precipitation. So, the answer is option D. We will see what an evaporation, runoff, and transpiration means. So, evaporation is the conversion of water from liquid to the vapor state, and runoff means it is the portion of precipitation which is not evaporated and it is ultimately joining the stream. So, in the runoff, the water falling on the earth's surface will directly run off and it will join to the nearby streams, etc. Now, transpiration is the process by which the plants will have tiny pores called as stomata. So the water will be lost through these pores. It is what you call as the transpiration. Now the detailed lecture of these classes is available in the channel. So please kindly go through the detailed lectures to know more about the chapters. Next question is the precipitation in the form of water droplets of size less than 0.5 mm and intensity less than 1 millimeter per hour is known as. The options is given as rain, sleet, drizzle, hail, etc. Now the answer is drizzle. Drizzle is having a size less than 0.5 mm and intensity of less than 1 millimeters per hour, whereas it is a rain which is having a size which is greater than 0.5 mm and intensity which is greater than 1 millimeter per hour. So sleet is actually frozen ice having a size range of 1 to 5 mm, and hail is actually very large ice crystals having a size which is greater than 8 mm. So these points also we can study along this question. Now again, the rain based on intensity is classified as light rain, moderate rain and heavy rains. So light rain has an intensity between 1 to 2.5 mm, moderate rains intensity 2.5 to 7.5 mm, and heavy rains are having an intensity greater than 7.5 millimeters per hour. Next question is evaporation through plants and surrounding soil together is what you call as evapotranspiration. So we knew about the transpiration in where the water is being lost from the plants through the pores, through stomata, etc. Right? Now, when it comes to evapotranspiration, the water lost from these plants together with the adjoining soil evaporation is also added, and then we call it as an evapotranspiration. Now we'll see what a hydration means. The first option was hydration. It is a chemical reaction where a substance combines with water. Now vaporization is the conversion of a substance from a solid or a liquid phase into a gaseous phase. For example is the naphtha or camphor, etc. So there is a direct conversion of a solid form to gaseous form in the case of a naphtha or a camphor. So that is an example of vaporization process. And of course, evaporation is the sum of plant evaporation and land evaporation and the surrounding plant evaporation. Next question, the phenomenon of evaporation from the water surface, from the soil and from the plant is known as. So, from the soil plus from the plants, this is what you call as evaporation plus transpiration, that is the evapotranspiration. Now, the correct answer for this question is evapotranspiration. So, it is not available in the option. So, the most suitable option from among the given is transpiration. Now we see we've already learned what a hydration means. It was a chemical reaction when a substance combines with water. Vaporization is a conversion of a substance from liquid or a solid phase to the gaseous phase. Like for example, naphtha. Then boiling is the action of bringing a liquid to its temperature where it starts bubbling up and turns into vapor. The next question is the process by which a plant dissipates the water from surface of leaves, stalks and trunk is what you call it. The process is called transpiration, right? Now evaporation is the direct conversion from a liquid to vapor state, whereas osmosis is a process by which a molecules of a solvent will pass through a semi-permeable membrane to form a less concentrated solution, from a less concentration solution to a more concentrated solution. Like for example, we use this in the getting of fresh waters from salt waters, etc. So thank you all for watching CE for Civil Engineering. If you like the videos, please like and subscribe the video. Thank you.